Hi and welcome to Tech Tip Friday. I'm Kurt Stahle, that plastics guy, and I'm bringing you a tech tip that you could take to the shop floor with you today. Now, I've spent an awful lot of time talking about purging compound and have done so really since I've started doing podcasts and Tech Tip Friday. So it's been, well, over 2 years. And one thing I really want to impress upon you is to use purge compound when you are either, if you are a material reprocessor, or you run a lot of reprocessed material, or regrind with potentially 2, 3, 4, or 5 heat histories. Even if it's black, especially if it's black. Well, not especially, but even if it's black. Now, why is that? Well, as plastic breaks down with each consecutive heat history that it receives, i.e. being run through a piece of plastics equipment, processing equipment, the extrusion, the screw and barrel portion of your equipment, every time it hits that heat history for however long it's in there, you may think, well, I've got a 15-second cycle. Well, it doesn't matter. Your polymer is degrading somewhat. It's just basically the way it works. You're not going to get around it. You can't change it. This is the physics of converting from solid to liquid, well, flow state, and then back to solid in a molded part. So what does this have to do with purge? Well, as plastic breaks down, and I'm sure you've seen it if you've overcooked any material in your screw and barrel, it'll come out black. And when it's black, it's turning to carbon and making a mess of everything it touches, including your screw and barrel, which is kind of important if you're using your screw and barrel to make parts or extrude plastic or make a profile extrusion or whatever the case. So periodically, you do need to come in with a good quality purge compound like Fresh Start, for example, that I sell and have been for quite some time, and it's a great product. You put that in the screw and barrel and you run a purging cycle, and you do that to get built up carbon. Even if you think you can't see it, if you are running black, it's there. Every time your polymer has a heat history, the antioxidant package is breaking down and it can't do its job as effectively. So if you are reprocessing, yes, consider adding an antioxidant. I talked about that a couple of weeks ago actually on Tech Tip Friday, but use purge compound as a component of your regular planned maintenance on your equipment. You will have less issues, you will produce better quality materials or make better quality parts. Those phantom black specks that I'd say just about every molder complains about from time to time, you have to have a maintenance procedure to evacuate those from your screw and barrel. And purging, perhaps with Fresh Start MC2HH, that would be the way to cure your machine of these carbon buildups. So there you go. There's your tech tip. Take it with you to the shop floor. Get in touch with us at Simcoe Plastics. We'd love to arrange a sample for you of the purging compound. We'll work with you. We'll dial in the process and we'll make it work on your equipment, and we'll get rid of the carbon buildup in the screw and barrel of your machine. Have a great Friday, a great weekend, and we'll be back at you next week with another tech tip. Thanks so much.